G'day everyone, Knife Nut here with another knife review for you. This one coming to you for Australian Knife Magazine, issue 7 out now. There'll be links below somewhere you can subscribe and, fingers, there we go. This one comes courtesy of australianknifesales.com.au. Thank you very much, Kelly. And as you probably know, because you clicked on the link, we're doing a Hinderer XM18 3.5 Gen 6 Skinner Stonewash Black G10. There's not really unboxing. I've played with this knife before, but it's still an unboxing. Oh my god, what's inside? Oh my god, it's a knife. Mike, you're brilliant. Kelly, I love you. Love your work. So, Gen 6 Skinner. We have a sticker for instructions. Go to there, but don't do that because we're going to show you how to do it better. Amanda, great job. Love your work. Bits and pieces. Exciting. We're going to use those. Hinderer Armorer tool. Are we in focus? Oh, look at that. Oh, I love this camera. Thank you very much, Kelly. This does not normally come with the knife. You need to buy this separately. I know, it sucks, but yeah, get it. It's good. Packing peanuts. Don't eat them or eat them. I don't care. I'm not going to. So we'll put this stuff away. Now make sure we can put this stuff away as well. These will come back to in a second. So let's just talk quickly about the knife. This is a great knife. Flips like a rocket. Rock solid. Frame lock titanium. S35V. Oh, sorry. CPM 20 CV blade. It's really nice. Black finish. Don't know how it looks in the camera. Real life actually looks like a gun blue on your rifle, which I love. Fingerprints unfortunately are an issue, as you can see, but they wipe off easy enough. The same with the tie frame lock side. Looks very nice. Fingerprints are great. Silver hardware. I kind of like it. I was hating it, but I kind of like it now. I might still hate it. Anyway, if you don't like it, you can swap them out for copper or bronze or black or any color of the rainbow. I'm sure there's a lot of different options out there. Love this action. So, why are we doing this? Because this thing has, if you can see it, the TriWay Pivot System. So you can swap out the bearings which are currently in there for nylon or bronze washers. Also, I should mention this came with a pocket clip on this side for tip down carry. I think that's silly for a flipper because this comes out and stabs you in the leg. So we prefer it this way with the tip up carry and won't stab you in the leg. So we had to do that, but that's easy enough. If you do want to be stabbed in the leg, please carry it this way. So now the fun part. We're actually going to show you what's involved in ripping this thing down, changing out the bearings, and putting it all back together, hopefully so it still works. Whoa. Now, let's just get a couple of things out of the way. First of all, I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks that we can do with this. Masking tape. Woo, Mike, you're a genius. Not me. Peter Del Russo once said you can't make a knife without using masking tape. I'm going to extend that and say you can't change out pivot system without using masking tape. So first thing, we cover the blade so we don't get stabbed, because blood looks really bad and YouTube doesn't like that. Can't get stabbed now, well, less likely. Second thing we're going to do, this is the funky part. So yeah, by all means you can go to there and watch Rick do it. There's a couple of other reviewers doing this. They won't show you how to do this properly. Again, masking tape. Because what you'll see all of them doing is chasing these little washers up and down the table, and it's not fun after a while. Yeah, I know, I did that off screen. So we just put some tape on there, trim it to size a little bit so it's not too far out of our way, and now we're ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Rick. So this thing comes with, well, it doesn't come with, but you can get the armorer tool. What this thing does, it's got a screwdriver bit that goes in there. Pull it apart. It's got a hex driver that goes in there. These are hex bits, they're not Torx bits like we used to with Spydercos and Benchmains and everything else. This is hex. And then of course we've got the spanner on there, the wrench, and that goes on there to help us undo it on that side. Now I will mention that I had this knife apart. Out of the factory this has Loctite in the pivot, and there was absolutely no way you could wrench it with this little thingy. So what we've done, we've got a screwdriver that we've modified. Let me just take this off because it's still on there from when we did it. We've ground the tip of it off, and then we put tape over it to protect our knife, and then now we could loosen that pivot. But with that's been done now, the Loctite's been cracked, so now we can just use this now. But just be aware, this will not do it when you first get it out of there. So hopefully this is just looking through that. Normally you'd use the wrench on this side to torque up against, but this is going okay. So first thing is we take out the pivot screw. This is a little bit boring. Hope you're enjoying the music brought to us from Triumph of Logic. Thank you very much. And my assistant Christopher, and also my partner in crime in the band, Triumph of Logic. There's going to be links here. New album coming out soon. And yeah, so that's very exciting stuff. Hope you're liking the music. So now we take these little jiggers out. Jiggers are a technical term, of course, referring to the standoff screws. Right, now we're ready to pop this baby. It's going to go sprung. G10 scale, titanium liner, the blade, as you can see, with the bearings installed, which you can tap out, pivot, the other bearing. And as you can see, there's a machined, you see that? There's a machine recess in the frame and on one side of the blade, not the other side, which takes up the bearings, which are thicker than our liners. So now we'll get this little packet of goodies and spill them out. What we're going to do, we're going to take out the bearings and we're going to put in our nylon washers. So first thing, we'll put our pivot nut back in place. Now, because of that recess, the machine recess, we use a steel liner to take up that thickness, and that brings it level, if you can see that. And now we can drop in our nylon, Teflon, whatever it is, washer. Pop the blade in place. Yes, I do like to assemble it with the blade open. It just kind of works better for me. The other steel washer and the nylon bushing. Now, as you can see, thanks to our tape on the back, the standoffs are staying in place. We're not chasing them up and down the table like silly buggers. It does sound like fun, but it's not. I'll show you it's a lot less fun in real life. Alright, that's all in place. Now we can put our G10 scale on. We'll start doing this up. So now you may ask yourself, so why did Rick Hinderer do this? Why did he give us all these options? Well, the answer is simple. In fact, this Gen 6, I'll just talk while I'm doing this. This Gen 6 TriWay Pivot System is the first time that you can get a Hinderer with bearings. Up until now, they've all been nylon washers which are great, but it doesn't give you the best action. Everybody knows the best action comes from pivot bearings. So this is for the first time that you can get a Hinderer knife running on pivot bearings. However, bearings are great for great action, but bearings are not great for hard use environment, which is what this knife is intended for. You're supposed to take this out in the field and do dirty, grabby stuff with it. And of course, if you get dirt and grime in your bearings, they're not going to work great. This is where Teflon is really good. So we've got those in place now. We'll just finger tighten them because they'll only need adjustment and do the pivot screw up. They say you can do this in the field. Rick Hinderer mentions that you can change the pivot system out in the field. Let's just crack this. So it's a bit harder the first time. Here we go. No, I wouldn't do this in the field. I guess it depends what your field is. If you're a reporter and you're doing nature photography and you get back to your hotel room and you've got nothing to do, sure, you can change the bearings in your Hinderer. If you're out in the bush on a 3-week assignment, I would not do this in front of a tent on my lap. It's very fiddly, and the little bits and pieces will fall in the fire probably. Alright, so we're done. We can take this off now. We can take this off. Now don't take your time, just go nice and quick, like a band-aid. Just kidding, I'm okay. No, seriously, am I bleeding? No. Just line up and that's how we take band-aids off. And skin. And so there we have it. Now we're running on. The bearings are out, as you can see. I'm going to put them away. Bronze. It still works. Centering is still good. Can we get that in the camera? Whatever. Looks good. Feels good. Flips good. Lock-up's good. We're done. Nobody got hurt. There we have it. I'll just do a quick size comparison for you, which I meant to do at the start, but forgot. So we got large Sebenza in the frame even. Look at that, how professional are we? I don't know. Paramilitary 2, both on par with size-wise. Also, very different knives. The XM18 3.5 is not a cheap knife. I think retail on that is about 625 bucks, but is it totally worth it? Absolutely. I would buy it in a heartbeat and I would enjoy the hell out of it. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you AustralianKnifeSales.com.au for providing us this wonderful knife to play with. Thank you for Australian Knife Magazine for supporting us, and come back soon for the next review.